After completing this chapter, the learner will know the basic controls required for an inert gas generator, understand the instrumentation requirements to allow correct safe monitoring of the inert gas generator, know the alarm requirements to give protection and safe operation of the inert gas system. The key parameters for any inert gas supply are the quality and quantity of the inert gas being supplied by the inert gas generator. The quality of the inert gas is defined by the oxygen content of the gas. The oxygen content is usually monitored at the scrubber unit outlet. Any difference between the measured and required oxygen content is generally used to generate a signal to automatically adjust the combustion control system. It is a SOLAS requirement that inert gas systems must be able to supply inert gas with an oxygen content of no more than 5% and maintain an oxygen content of less than 8% in the cargo tanks. The quantity of inert gas is generally gauged by monitoring the pressure in the inert gas deck main. The pressure, and therefore quantity, is controlled automatically by either recirculating or venting to the atmosphere. In this chapter we will look at how the quality and quantity of inert gas produced by a typical inert gas generator are controlled. You should always refer to the actual operations manual for the particular equipment on board your vessel. Virtually all independent inert gas generators are automatically controlled, usually by a programmable logic controller, PLC. The main control station will usually be local to the generator, with a secondary control station located in the cargo control room. Each control station will usually incorporate a touch screen user interface, which also displays the process diagram. The PLC will normally control the operation of the system valves through automatic, pneumatic or electrical controllers. The automatic controllers, typically of the two-element type with proportional and integral control, will be used to control the capacity of the system, the oxygen content of the inert gas, and the pressure in the inert gas deck main. The touchscreen images used in this module are to be considered as illustrative only. You should familiarize yourself with the actual screen layouts for the particular installation before operating the system on your vessel. The touchscreen on the main control station is the main interface for controlling the operation of the inert gas generator and system. The operator can view the operational status of the inert gas plant on the main screen. By selecting the different subscreens from the main screen, the operation of the inert gas generator can be controlled and the set points for the operational parameters can be adjusted. It will also be possible to select the control station from this screen.
Click on the highlighted symbols to learn more.
A second control panel, which is normally fitted in the cargo control room, gives duplicate access to the operation, monitoring and alarm indications, as well as limited access to the system control. The example shown here gives facility for automatic start of the system and control of air venting from the cargo control room. Other features which are available from the main panel are the help screen, operating trend and settings for the automatic controllers, and access to the adjustment of the various control set points. The different control set points that can be adjusted include oxygen content, the capacity setting, including fuel capacity, the deck main pressure. Access to these may vary from different screens and control stations. The control of the inert gas generator output is achieved primarily by the capacity control setting, which is adjusted by touch keys on the main screen. This setting dictates the position of the capacity control valve, which then determines the blower delivery rate and load. For any given capacity control setting, and hence blower load, there is a unique associated fueling rate for the main burner. The fueling rate, to match the blower load, can be manually adjusted using the fuel capacity control setting to get the desired oxygen content at initial setup. The automatic controller for the capacity control valve opens or closes to maintain the combustion air blower electrical load at the set point. If the blower load is below the set point, then the capacity control valve opens further, and if it is above the set point, it closes in. The fueling rate follows the blower load automatically, usually through a fuel regulating valve. The pressure in the deck main is automatically controlled by the atmospheric vent valve. The valve opens further if the deck main pressure is increasing above the set point, and closes in if the pressure is falling below the set point. The quality of the inert gas is controlled by maintaining the oxygen content at the preset value set for the system. The set point can be adjusted by using touch keys on the main and startup screens. The oxygen content of the inert gas is measured at the scrubber outlet using a fixed oxygen analyzer. The oxygen analyzer may be of the paramagnetic or zirconium oxide electrochemical type sensor. Most independent inert gas generators are capable of producing gas with an oxygen content of between 0.5 and 3%. The maximum allowable content, according to SOLAS, is 5%. In this module, control of the oxygen content is achieved by fine regulation of the fuel quantity to the main burner. If the measured oxygen content is above the value set at the control station, then a signal is generated, which will alter the fuel-air ratio of the combustion control system to increase the fuel quantity to the burner. Similarly, if the oxygen content falls below the set value, then the quantity of fuel to the main burner is reduced. A manual loading facility is available which allows the operator to fine-tune the settings for control of the oxygen content. If an alarm condition is reached for the oxygen content, an alarm will be initiated and the atmospheric vent valve will automatically open and the deck main valve will automatically close, venting the generator output to the atmosphere. The instrumentation for a particular inert gas generator will be sufficient to ensure safe operation and monitoring of the plant. Typically, there will be local and remote indicators to cover all of the system parameters. Remote indicators for the main parameters are likely to be positioned on the bridge and in the engine control room, in addition to those displayed on the various screens at the main and remote control stations. Click on each of the indicator symbols on the image to identify it. In addition to the various local and remote indicators, there will also be a number of readouts on the various touchscreens. In the example shown here, there are readouts for the gas temperature and oxygen content at the scrubber outlet and also the actual blower load. All of the main operating parameters will have alarm coverage. In some cases, an alarm condition will cause the deck main valve to shut and the atmospheric vent valve to open, and the plant will continue to operate. In other cases, an alarm condition will result in shutdown of the main burner unit, with the cooling water pumps and/or blower continuing to run for a preset cooling down period. Other, more critical alarms will result in an immediate full shutdown of the whole plant. Any problem with the operation of the scrubber effluent valves will prevent startup of the system or result in a full immediate shutdown if the system is operating. This is to prevent overflow of the scrubber unit into the deck main or back into the combustion chamber. Certain conditions may also result in an emergency shutdown of the cargo pumps. Click on each of the alarm symbols on the image to identify it.